Good morning everyone, my name is Eltimar and we're going to be continuing our Let's Play of Wrath of the Righteous. Where we left off last time, we were just entering the Mage Tower. There's a couple of relatively small fights I think in here against some golems, and there's a bunch of traps, but we'll figure all that out. This inscription is written in archaic elven script. You recognize the words, Stranger's Home. I see you, and I implore Callistria. It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years. Everyone's failing the perception check, so I'm going to move Berryhill up, the person that is most likely to succeed, and did, so we're good. So the trap's on that side, near the dead body. And there's another trap on the other side, which leads to where? I'm going to turn around. Around the corner to here. Perfect. Let's get that one taken care of.
I finished here.
And then I'm going to save, because I know that there's golems just up here. No, we don't want to set them off while trying to trap pick. It's not really lock picking, I guess. And yeah, let's move in. Skeleton with some garbage. Maybe there's no golems in this particular room. Maybe it's up in the next floor.
I finished here.
Alright.
Is there more?
There's definitely the corpse of a golem, or the remains of a golem, I guess is more accurate. The wreckage was once a magical golem. Judging by the many dents on its remains, it was destroyed in a fierce fight. I know there's a fight coming up against, obviously, golems, so that's something we'll deal with. Do we want heroism? We'll deal with it when we get up there. There's definitely one there. An adamantine golem. We may want heroism. It might have a very high armor class. I'm not entirely sure. I can't remember if it does or not, but it doesn't hurt to quickly heroism up. I mean, I believe that Ember has a bunch of them too, so... Although we shouldn't waste her spell slots on foolish things like Hellfire Ray. Oh, don't, nope. You are not the tank or anything remotely close to someone that should be going in first.
Time to practice my
She missed. It's never a great sign. What was her miss by? It's like a 38 armor. She just rolled shitty. Alright, fair enough. Let's go. Did we just run over a trap with Fire Snake? We sure did. That's exactly what happened. I'm gonna leave Darren out of this for now. I mean, these things only have like 30-something armor. They're not gonna be that tough to kill. We could use some haste, though, honestly. Can we make a lower-level Hellfire Ray than this one? We sure can. I'd love a 5th-level Hellfire Ray. Because we only have Dispel Magic on that level that's of any particular value. Oh, she can't reach. Open fire. Do some actual damage this time. Let's get haste going. I think haste is useful here. What did our main character get to skip his turn? Whatever. Right, I remember these things don't have a lot of armor. Or does this even work on immune to destruction, fair enough.
Into the fray.
They don't have a lot of armor or life, but they do hit like a freight train, that's what I remember. Oh, one of them's dead. Round 2. They also have ranged attacks? Or they just have really long reach.
Prepare yourself.
I'm not entirely sure which one. We'll heal Seela up after this fight.
The light take you.
There's another trap there. We'll deal with it in a second.
Without risk.
So it comes to this.
And that's the end of that. Not particularly hard. We will grab Darren to cast a heal spell, and Berryhill needs to duck around the corner and get rid of a trap. And there's also a Knowledge Arcana check here. Let's take a look at that with Nenio.
A success worthy of praise.
This inscription once contained a spell of warning. When an intruder appeared, it would let out a chilling howl to raise the alarm. Fortunately, the enchantment has worn off with the passage of time, so your ears have been spared. Come on. Freaking pathing. Seela's like, you know what I could do? Instead of just waiting to go through the door, I could just dive to the left like 10 feet. I'm going to move people in 2 at a time, maybe. Because the pathing in this game, for a game called Pathfinder, is a little bit less than good. We can also just get rid of the trap.
Is there more?
Why was there a trap there? Is there anything to loot here? Not really. Just a wreckage of a golem.
I sense something.
And another trap.
I found something.
Okay, let's get rid of this trap.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
There's clearly a lot of
that there?
traps around this edge. That trap's on the other side, but I think we could duck
Please,
past it.
Allow me.
I think there's another trap down here
Something is
too.
not right here.
Can I save? Can I hit this trap anyways, even though I'm not quite at it? Yeah, I'm fine.
I finished
And
here.
I need you to go like
Is there
this.
I'm trusting you.
Perfect.
I sense something.
Huh.
I finished here.
That trap is
Is
worth
there
1,000 experience. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad. Okay.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
Another 200. Wait, there's a third trap there? Where did that other trap go to then?
I finished here. Is there more? I finished here.
Alright, is that
there
all the
more?
traps now? I think it is. Okay. So now we need to use this thing, but we need to set things up first. So, where's the one that works? This one goes across, so we need to get to there. Send Sela across first. Or not Sela, Arushle across
Follow
first.
my dream.
Because traps. We've hit that one. And next we go up to this one.
I'm prepared.
That lets us into here, but that's not where we want to go. We're going to put her on here. I'm going to rotate it. It's the bottom one that rotates. Okay. So we need to find the bottom one. Which I think is on these stairs. The top one's also on this. Okay, so if the top one's now moved, let's put her on that one. Or do we just leave her on... Hang on. Let's leave someone on this one so it doesn't move.
I can do this.
Okay, now the bottom one's moving. We need to get our person onto there. But now the other ones won't move. I'm just trying to remember how to do this puzzle. Okay, that one's now down to the right level. Let's go deal with this one. There's also one more there. How do we get to that one? There we go.
You called?
And that'll bring down some treasure for us. Perfect. Everything is going well.
Each step is a new journey.
Mobility check. She's good at mobility, I believe.
I'm glad I was useful
Yes.
to you.
And I brought the whole group along, even though they weren't even remotely close. Spirit Tracker boots are... What do they do? These boots grant a Spirit Hunter for 4 additional uses of Spirit Weapon enchantment per day. It's actually really nice if Camellia was part of our group at all, which she definitely is not.
Finished here.
Anyways,
Is there
another
more?
1300 experience, and we are out of this area. We're going up to the top. We've successfully done this whole little thing. Upstairs. I don't remember what's upstairs. There might be a fight. I don't 100% remember, though. I remember there's some lore stuff, and I remember there's a portal that will let us talk to the elven storyteller. There's definitely traps.
Something.
Let's just
Help me
save and
swing
use
for
her
my pal.
chalet until we find something that she can't deal with.
Something is not right here.
traps all... Oh, there's one trap that leads there.
I finished here.
I feel like there's a
Is
trap.
there
Oh, there it
more?
is. It's right behind the door.
I'm glad I was useful to you.
More experience. This is worth a ton of experience in just trap picking. There is more elven notes. Knowledge Arcana
I
check.
sense something.
Oh, grab some junk.
I enjoy our travels.
So Knowledge Arcana is not a Richelieu's forte. Let's get someone else in here.
Are we ready to move out?
I finished here. Is there
Nenio,
more?
you got this Knowledge Arcana for me. Within the pedestal, a faint purple glow emanates from a crystal-shaped hole. Its edges are chipped and cracked, suggesting that whatever it contained has been forcibly removed. Interesting. Guessing there's a trap here? Nope. Just a straight path to a lethal conductor
I'm trusting
dagger,
you.
which is a +5, and it grants +5 shock dagger, grants +5 competence bonus on use magic device and touch attack rolls. That actually could be good for Ember. What's her staff do again? +2 bonus on attack rolls and caster level for evocation spell levels. I think that actually might be better. The +2 caster level on evocation is pretty damn good. Alright,
Please,
Ursula into this
Allow
room.
me.
Nothing in here yet. Some random things. We can rest in here, that's nice. Alright, I think we're ready to open the portal. Let's go meet up the storyteller. Which means it's going to be lore time. Many, many lores. And we can sell things at him, because I think he has a store. The door remains in place, as does the bell and a slender silk pole. Examine the door to determine if any spells have been cast on it. You see spells enshrouding both the door and the bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the Conjuration School. Ring the bell. The door swings open, and an ephemeral form appears in the opening. It looks like a soap bubble. On the other side of the door, you can make out the heavy or hazy interior of a small trinket-filled room, the typical ambiance of a Galarian inn. Clutching the door handle, a skinny figure falls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts, then pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut. Cautiously touching the stone floor, the unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems the storyteller, for it is undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. The storyteller's head swivels around in bewilderment, his hands reaching to examine everything around him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Eltimar, is that you? Thank the gods it's you. Where are we? And if you don't mind me asking, what brought you here? How did you get here? The storyteller listens intently to the sounds coming from the city. A good question. Judging by the demon speech I hear, we're in the abyss, correct? And I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. The portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I may have been. I hope it'll send me back the same way. You are unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, you wouldn't be so surprised by my appearance. That means the spell was cast in the past. In my past. The one I'm looking for. I have to admit, this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing. But this place where we are is a tower, isn't it? Yes, I'm right. A tower. Why did you need this portal? Thanks to you, I now remember that in the past, I was a court mage of the Lady in Shadow. It was probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from the Abyss to Galarian. I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. The storyteller nods with understanding. You were looking for the heart of the tower. Yes, I studied its capabilities here in Illusionera. You must have seen the socket it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of oblivion. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something else in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from the mines or maybe the bottom of the sea? The elf takes out a delicate compass from his lip bag, the needle of which is slowly but constantly spinning. I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can set this little trifle to help you explore the caves here. When you are near the crystal, the compass will let you know. It's in the Nexus. We'll deal with that later. What do you think of Gelfrey ordering me to the Abyss? The storyteller purses his lips. I'm not a politician or a military leader, but I've seen all sorts in my life, and that's why I have some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now, it did not strike a chord with everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure for the Abyss. There are even some among them who say, though in a whisper, that Galfrey was envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of him. But do not think this. The majority praises the Queen and expects her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It's quite possible she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Galfrey is actively preparing for an advance to the west into the heart of the world wound. I see. I want to do this. We can build potentially two things. We can do the boots and the cloak, hopefully. I'm gonna save first. Gonna save. Alright. We also have a store that we can deal with here. So, cloak. Dazzling light erupts from the storyteller's hands. The light pulsates, forcing you to squint in pain, and when it finally fades away, you see a thick cloak in the elf's hands. This relic is truly legendary. It has absorbed power that is too heavy for this world, but I have a feeling that this cloak will suit you well. And now we can't afford to do the boots. What is the bound of possibility? I wonder what we need for the boots. Probably some extra cold iron, maybe? Well, we can give him some pages. The storyteller clenches the pages you brought. His voice becomes a bit younger and more energetic. I'm sitting at the top of my tower. In my right hand is a goblet of warmed wine. In my left, a bark-covered notebook. I breathe in the ash floating in the air. The wine leaves a bitter taste of soot on my lips. It's been about 100 years since I returned to Golarion from the Abyss. 100 years spent on research, hard work, and rare journeys. I turn the page of the notebook. The wisdom of the elves and cunning of Demon Lord Baphomet are gathered here. There is the description of how the purple crystal from Elutionera works and my own observations about Riftcarver, the Demon Lord Discari's scythe. I know everything written in it by heart, but I keep paging through it all the same. Touching these pages makes me hopeful and strengthens my resolve. I've gathered everything I need to connect Golarion with another plane. I'm close to saving the smoldering embers of Golarion, hiding them from Earthfall. Just a little bit more. A decade or 100 years and everything will be ready for the ritual. A cold shiver runs down my spine, and I smile. Kinney is trying to get into my tower again. A world of ruins presents many opportunities for a thief. Forgotten ancient treasures left by their owners are there for the taking. These objects are not so precious nowadays, but they fetch a good price on other planes. However, my friend stubbornly continues to try to evade the protective traps of my tower. He got caught. Predictable. The tree guards safely entangled Kinney in their branches. You got to the 3rd floor of the tower today. Nice try. I smile, sip my wine, and turn the page of the notebook. My friend will have to wait a little while before he's released. I'll finish my wine first. Tell me about Golarion after Earthfall. The storyteller gulps. It's frightening here. Many people have perished. Cities have turned to ruin. The few who are still holding on fall deeper into degradation with each passing day, turning into barbarians or bandits. Not a week goes by without someone trying to attack my tower and rob me. But my spells are strong and my guards impeccable. Hungry and crippled, the riffraff leave my tower in search of easier pickings. I watch them go and feel no mercy. They deserve their fate. They should have fought like me, but they chose the easy path of plunder. Why does Kinney try to get to your tower? The storyteller shrugs and frowns. It all started with an innocent joke when I boasted to him that my tower is now the safest place in Golarion, and he decided to prove me wrong. It's been 20 years since then, and it's been a very long-running joke. Once every few years, Kinney tries to get into my tower secretly and steal something from me. My precious book of research notes, or the heart of the tower, the purple crystal we got in Elutionera. I play along, truly happy every time my friend comes to visit, but deep down I start to worry. Continue. Kinney takes a goblet from my hands, but is not in a rush to drink it. You would learn so much if you didn't sit here guarding your secrets, he says to me. I smile. Not every secret must belong to the world, my friend. Precious stones lose their shine when they pass through 100 hands. In the same way, knowledge is distorted, and truth turns into tall tales. This is why I sit in my tower guarding what I have created, what I have obtained from others. My friend only shrugs and stops talking, dissatisfied with my answer. I start to think, when did Kinney and I drift apart? He blames me for dragging my feet. He says I should have opened a rift to the other plane as soon as I returned to Golarion. And now it's too late. The jewels of our civilization have already perished. And soon, the rest will too. He thinks we've lost, and now my research is simply dangerous. I don't answer his reproaches, but they are somewhat fair. I could have tried to save Golarion 100 years ago, when Nocticula, my former lady in shadow, upheld her part of the bargain and decrypted Baphomet's notes. But instead of fulfilling the goal I set for myself, I decided to spend a little more time on research and preparation. It'll take a year, I told Kinney back then, but after a year I needed 2 more, then 10 more. The world was falling apart around me, and still I lingered. The storyteller frowns. Still, why are you taking so long to connect the planes? I don't know. My actions are unclear even to myself. I seem to have burned out. I look at people surviving on Galarian and I realize I don't want to save them anymore. Who needs a handful of rabble who have already forgotten how to write, who get by with a vocabulary of 30 words? I haven't abandoned my idea. Oh no, I'll see it through sooner or later. It's my life's work. I can't abandon it, but not now. Why is Kinney against opening the portal now? The storyteller frowns. My friend thinks it's too late, that my experiment in merging the planes will be dangerous for the entire universe. Who knows what consequences merging will have on the plane I choose? What will happen if I merge Galarian with Heaven and Earthfall happens to it too? Before, when Galarian civilizations were still fighting, together we could have surmounted Earthfall's consequences. But now there's no doubt that only war and death await us when we merge planes. Kinney always supported you before. What changed? I thought about it many times. Over the years he spent on Galarian, my friend gradually lost the fire in his eyes. His opinions became more and more careful. He stopped rushing into any adventure life offered him. The storyteller sighs. He got old. We both understand that his life as a half-elf is almost over. I still have several hundred years to live. We realized that soon we must part forever. This thought keeps us from talking like we used to and making plans for the future. Kinney seems distant. The storyteller is silent for a long while, subdued in his thoughts. The terrible thing is, I don't feel sad. I accept our parting as given. I condemn myself for this, but I can do nothing about it. Kinney will leave me, and I will drink a goblet of warmed wine to remember him, and then I'll return to the laboratory to continue my research. My friend has become a stranger to me. It happened. What I'd been expecting for the last 10 years, what I was ready for. Kinney, my friend, took advantage of my hospitality and stole my research notes. They contain knowledge I gathered over the years from the most dangerous sources, and I have only partially deciphered them. Some of that knowledge will be lost forever, and he didn't even leave a goodbye note. He just left, never to return. I'm standing at the top of the tower with a goblet in my hand. There's no anger, no sadness in my soul, just doomed emptiness and fatigue. I bring my lips to the wine but taste nothing. We go our separate ways from here, my former friend. I used to adore our friendship, looking for approval in your eyes, but now it has become a burden. It dried out like a shriveled orange peel. I inhale deeply, filling my lungs, and toss the wine from the goblet. Entering the laboratory, I open the secret door and take out the real notes, not the skillfully crafted decoy I put for Kinney. I will finish my life's work and merge the planes, even if there's no longer any point. I can't do otherwise. Damn. The storyteller runs a tired hand over his face and tries to smile. I feel exhausted suddenly, like I'm feeling the entire weight of all the years I've lived. But this is not the end of my story. I know there are secrets in my past that we are yet to uncover. And we can buy supplies here, which is more important, perhaps. Alright, let's take a look at what he's got for loot. Price in descending order, of course. Timely assistance is a +4 belt of constitution. And whenever they land a killing blow, the next spell is extended as though using an extended spell feat. And you also get a +4 enhancement bonus to wisdom. Interesting. A quarterstaff, which I'm probably not going to use, because it's actually a monk quarterstaff. Crushing presence. Headband of charisma +6 grants the wearer a ability to push all enemies in a 15-foot area 10 feet away and suffer 1d8 plus caster level damage. Sold, I'll buy that. Ring of Boreal Might. If the wearer of this ring has the ability to cast spells, spontaneously grants them the ability to cast Ice Storm, Cone of Cold, Cold Ice Strike, Ice Body, Polar Ray, and Polar Midnight. Nah, that's fine. I don't need that one. Gloves of Martial Excellence. They grant to their wearer 1d8 bludgeoning damage on all unarmed attacks and a +10 competence bonus on athletic skill. Horses can't wear gloves, so that would be kind of worthless for them. Robe of Virtue is good for monks of good alignment. +2 AC and a +2 competence bonus on attacks against evil enemies. I think no one in our group can wear that. Alright, let's buy all the diamonds. I'm just going to buy every single one of them. And you know what? I'm going to buy all the Raised Dead Scrolls too. Just all, and all the Dinosaur Bones. Literally every single one. You know what? I'm going to buy all the Diamond Dust too. Alright, we have a lot of stuff to sell anyways. We're still probably going to maybe not make money out of this, but not spend nearly as much. I guess we'll keep Lethal Conductor for now. Get rid of all those long swords and all these scimitars and literally every hand axe that we picked up. So many hand axes. Okay, we'll keep those. Get rid of all those. That. All those. That. All these. Alright. Oh, right, we have 1,000,000 amulet of natural armor +1s too. And a bunch of ring of protection +1s that we're never going to use. There we go. We're still spending 80,000. I mean, we are buying a bunch of diamonds. And that thing's 80 grand on its own. And I guess these are... It's 120,000. Maybe we don't need 20 raised dead scrolls. Hey, now we're making money. We're going to buy some of them. Where'd they go? If I were the raised dead scroll, where would I be? Where did it go? There it is. I'll buy... Is it control clip? You know, I'll just do it slowly. I'll buy 10. There we go. 10 is a sufficient amount of scrolls. Okay. There we go. So, we need to go get a crystal. We can definitely do that. It's not particularly hard to find. I know exactly where it is. It does have an annoying fight, though, with it. Now that I think about it. How's our experience doing? We're about half a level. We can always grind out level 17 if we need to in the arena. I don't really want to, but we're going to give her this headband we picked up. Yeah, there we go. Some better charisma for her. So good. Gives her effort. Look at her saving throws. They're actually really good. His, not so good. Hers, quite good. Hers are abysmal. Actually, all these characters... Oh, I guess hers are pretty good too. Our female characters have great saving throws, whereas our... Well, that's not true. Our melee character, or like combat characters, have better saving throws than our casters by a vast amount. There we go, that's what I'll say. Because Ember and Nenio both have garbage saving throws, so it's not really a... It's not a gender split on saving throws. Although, to be fair, Sela and Arusha have the best saving throws, I think. Our main character has okay ones. Darren has garbage. As do Ember and Nenio. I wonder what our horse's saving throws are now that I think about it. Now I'm curious, once we load in. Oh, we got a new cloak too. We should take a look at that, probably. We made Nocticula's cloak, which I think is what it is. Take a quick glance at it. Where would it be? Not that one. The Bound of Possibility, here we go. Whenever the wearer of this cloak fails a saving throw, they get a +10 bonus on skill checks and saving throws for 1 round. However, the wearer gets sad afterwards and suffers a -1 AC, attack, and damage roll until the end of next combat. That's awful. That's a truly terrible cloak. Yeah, that +10 is good for 1 round, but until the next combat? That's way too long. Until the end of next combat, too. It's not even like until the next combat. Brutal. We're not going to do that. Also, it's barely worth having. Off to Nexus. We're also going to have to make a will save when we go back to Chimera. We should also go visit Velexia at some point too. We're gonna grab this crystal. We'll go meet Velexia in the next video, and then we'll drop it off at Chimera.
Keep your calm.
The storyteller's crystal is vibrating. It must be nearby. Once we go down here, we get our group, which is nice. Should probably just blast us with some healing real quick. In we go. These crystals are enemies. They're not going to spawn yet, but they will later. They suck to fight. We're gonna have to do a big fight here once we loot this thing.
What's that there?
It is a Belt of the Venerated Champion, +2, or +6 gone, +2 fort, +1 insight against evil things, more magical essences, and dynasty points. You know what we should do? This is one of those times where I kind of want to try out a spell.
You require my
We have a
unbiased
lot of legendary proportion bones now. We have 44 of them. Look at the size of that monster.
I need to concentrate.
Alright, let's haste everyone, I guess. The horse can go loot the thing, I guess? Yeah, might as well. We've saved. The hindering crystal.
to accept their statement.
Subsonicum. We definitely got stunned there. Who's up and running?
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
I will resist.
Our main character did get stunned, which is bad news. And we really only have Sela up, which is also bad news. Ember did her fort save, so she's not being turned into crystal. This is important. 5-foot step away.
Prepare yourself.
Alright, one of them is dead. We're entrapped. We need to get him. Can he be entrapped? I'm almost certain he can. He's got freedom of movement, so maybe he can't. He's stunned. I'm not seeing any sort of instant death stuff on him, so let's get her away from there. We can just magic missile that thing for some extra damage.
Into the fray.
Desna, guide my hand.
Some extra damage. Fort save and strength check failed, so now we are being enveloped. I don't know how to fix him yet. There's something we can do to heal him, I just can't remember what it is.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Make your peace.
I shall survive this ordeal.
He is in last stand.
The light, take you.
Okay, let's heal him. I don't know exactly if he's gonna die.
Retreat is always an option.
Maybe we can dispel him? Or cleanse him? Sure, why not? Let's try cleanse. No, he died. Alrighty, back we go. Load the quick save. Freaking stun, I hate that stupid thing. We would have easily won the fight if he could just hit things once. But that stunning thing kind of screwed us up.
Never stop learning.
Let's try again. Drone. Oh, he didn't get hit this time. Who did? Sela's fine, good.
Into the fray.
Ursula's fine.
I'll just have to resort to brute force.
Only 300 damage. No attacks on us yet.
The Inheritor, guide my blade.
Oh, we are in a terrible position here. Okay.
Prepare yourself.
So it comes to this.
They have such high damage reduction. I guess only 10. Alright, there's still another fight, so we're gonna save. There's one more of those types of fight coming up right around this corner.
I'm up for an adventure.
Refuse to
There
accept
they
their
are.
statement.
This time our main character did get... Actually, I think everyone's down except for Ursula.
Desna, guide my hand.
Hopefully they'll come back up soon, because this could be really bad if they don't. Can we knock these things? Are these things knockdownable? No, they also took next to no damage.
Make your peace.
People are still down and out. That one's going after our horse. Are these things even evil, technically? No, they're a natural aberration. Sela passed her saving throw, and our horse is dead. Immune to lightning, so that was a pointless waste of time.
I will resist.
If our main character could get back up, that would be super good right now.
Into the fray.
No, of course not. Why would you want to be useful at the moment?
I'll remove this obstacle.
That was Nenio. Why did it... Oh, that's... I did a stupid... Oh, that's fine. Sela's down. Oh, she's frozen. She's gonna die. I wonder if we can just dispel her. Because heal didn't work. Greater dispel. We failed to dispel crystallize. DC 35. We need to roll a 20 to get rid of crystallize. It's not going to happen. She's going to die.
You've made your choice.
I'm alright. I'm alright.
She's going to die. Nothing we can do about it. Move back. Shoot this thing.
Guide my hand.
We'll just res her. We got lots of raised dead now, so... Is our main character gonna die? No, he's not. Crystallized. Good. There's no way we can dispel crystallize. It's got too high of a DC. She's already dead, so let's get her. Actually, maybe she can be breath of life. She just died, so maybe we don't need to waste any sort of big things.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
She's not. Oh, she's petrified.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
Is she? I guess she's not recently dead. Maybe she's normally dead.
This thing refuses to cooperate.
Petrified character has been turned into stone is considered unconscious.
Are we ready to
Miss
move
me
out?
already?
Do we have a... Maybe we grab land? Someone has cure petrification. I know that. Let's go back upstairs. Okay, she's technically just there, dead. I know we have cure petrification somewhere. What would that even be under? Let's go start at level 3. Remove curse, remove blindness. No, okay. Maybe it's restoration? Could be a greater restoration type situation, I guess. Could be a break enchantment situation too. Alright, let's prep some spells. Break enchantment. Cleanses personal only. Raised Dead didn't work. Let's also grab... We have restorations. Okay, good. Dispel Magic didn't work, so level 6. What else can we try? Heal didn't work. Okay. Let's grab a Greater Restoration. Possibly Resurrection, maybe? Alright, let's try all those. Do we have any Cure Paralysis scrolls or anything like that? Heal, heal. Dispel Magic, Heroism. Heroism, Holy Aura, Neutralize Poison. Nope, 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 nope. Remove Paralysis. It is available to land. What level is it? Level... I don't think... No, it's Petrification, not Paralysis. There's a difference. Okay, let's rest. We got some Greater Restorations and some other stuff. Maybe she'll just come back to life on her own. I think it's permanent though, so maybe not.
Does anyone require my counsel?
Do your tiefling?
Blah, blah, blah. We can also try and dispel her, I guess. Alrighty.
Watch out for
Back down we go. I thought remove paralysis was a... Or no, not paralysis. It keeps saying paralysis. It's not that, though. Oh, now she's just dead. Oh, okay. Well, that makes it easier. We can just use a scroll of raise dead. Also, I didn't bring land with me, so... Luckily, we bought 10 of them. There we go. For some reason I couldn't select her. Or maybe I had selected her and I wasn't. There we go. We're fine.
Your company.
Give her a couple of restorations. She's good to go. And then we got the crystal. Good, good, good. And I think I bring it to... I'm going to bring it to the Elven guy first and see what he says about it. But other than that, I think we're going to end it here. I mean, instead of that, I think we're going to end it here. For now, like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you next time. We will head off to Valexia's place, I think. It's also in the upper city, so we can do the Mage Tower quickly. Flip over to Valexia's palace. Do all the things with her, because she wants to date us for a little while. And then, when we inevitably have to kill her, we'll go hand over the thing to Chimera. And then I think we're going to head into Nocticula's palace. I think that's sort of the order in which we are going to do things. And then we can finally get our Lexicon of Paradox Part 2 and bring that to the Trickster. After we try and open it and learn it ourselves, because that's important for the Ascension. Yeah, it's going to be good times. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. I'll see you next time. Take care.